says ready right at the start, because
Yeah.
if you only look at the text, you just think, okay, one player is ready, second player is ready, and then you actually realize, oh no, it's Andre that says it.
And here we go, map number 2, Daybreak LE. What does LE stand for? Is it Light Edition?
I think so, yeah.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah, I believe so. I think in some versions, I'm not sure what the original Daybreak was, but in some other maps they just took out, like, say, some rocks, or they made like a gold. They made like a gold, you know, like a gold base into a normal one, or they took out the Naga Tower or something like that. Like small changes.
Small tweaks. Yeah. Okay. And we have a Zerg player at the top, at the bottom left, and it's he's in pink. It's Joshua.
And in the top right corner we've got our red Protoss once again, and it's Steffen.
And yeah, I would have would have been curious if, like, interesting if Joshua went for like a 6 or something like that, just because he was random, you know, and you don't actually expect something like that, so it might give you an advantage, I think.
And Steffen actually threw down the pylon at his natural, which is kind of interesting.
So he wants to expand.
It's a very big area to wall off completely, but he can do some. Oh, he's actually thrown down the cannon, the forge already.
Yeah.
So he might want to cannon rush, because otherwise he couldn't know that he's Zerg, obviously.
Yeah, or he just wants to forge expand, which is a very good strategy against Zerg, but he was not supposed to know that Joshua is Zerg here. So the tab, of course you can have the tab. So we have the forge completing right now.
Yeah, we have, what pool was that? Was that maybe a 10 pool or 12 pool or something like that?
I'd say so, yeah. I'd say it's around 12 pool, something like that. And we have a very quick evolution chamber for the upgrades. In Heart of the Swarm, this would allow you to get some Overlord puke, but this is unfortunately not possible right now.
Thank God. Not yet. It's not yet possible.
And we have Lynx morphing. Very good. 6 Lynx on the way. So he might go for a little bit of pressure right here.
But the cannon's already linked. There's a Zealot on the way, and he actually does have it, his wall built up so that he can block it with one probe at the moment.
Yeah.
The Lynx are unfortunately not moving, they're in the middle of the base. So the longer that's on, he might just have built them for safety's sake.
Defensive purposes. And double extractor going on, so we will have a lot of gas mined here. So we'll probably see some upgrade from the evolution chamber, which has been built on for that purpose, and probably Zergling speed as well. Let's see. More Zergling.
I feel that Steffen is though massively ahead though at the moment. I mean, he's got 18 of his probes compared to the 12 drones of Joshua, and then his expansion is already about a quarter or a third done. So that's economically wise, he's in a big advantage. He has got the probe at the Naga Tower as well to spot any kind of pressure coming in.
Yeah,
so he's in a good position.
Yeah, and he should be safe against any kind of attacks right now, as we just have 8 Zerglings right now, and they don't have speed just yet. Oh, more Zerglings on the way. So okay, we have quite a few Zerglings actually now. We have 20 Zerglings total. So that's
and
quite a force.
Steffen saw the Zerglings move out.
Yeah.
He knows they are on the way. So he should be starting to prepare some defenses for this maybe.
Yeah. And what I would love to see on the Zerg side would be like a Baning Nest, because he does have a lot of gas, and he that would be one of the possibilities. It would be to bust through that cannon. But as is, I don't think with the second cannon building, I don't think that with just Zerglings he'll be able to do a lot.
Yeah, the wall itself is not a very strong wall. I mean, the pylon and the cannon itself can be taken out fairly quickly. But the two zealots there as well, I mean, like you said, if it's just Zerglings, they won't be able to do that much. They might break through, but I'm not sure if he will have enough forces to cause a lot of damage if he does break through.
Yeah. Especially since the big chunk of his forces is still in his main base. And do we have Zergling speed? No, we don't have Zergling speed just yet. Where's all the gas going? Has it been mining gas for all that time? I don't think so.
Joshua's just at the front, but those zealots on hold position, and he didn't go with his full force of links, so he wasn't even able to do a lot of damage.
He did 4 damage total. The rest was shield on a zealot. The rest was shield basically. We have the warp gate research almost done for Steffen.
His robotics is also just finishing up right now, so you can choose to go into either maybe Immortal Sentries or Colossus type of play.
Yeah. And I think he will go for Warp Prism because he has his rally point is right into the main base of the Zerg player. So that can only be the only thing that would make sense would be a Warp Prism here.
Well, and the Opera as well, which you usually take first.
Oh yeah,
and
sorry.
There we go. That's the Observer.
Of course. And we have a lot of Zerglings on the way. Will we have some more aggression? Still no Baning Nest though. Speed almost done. And we have +1 weapons, attack weapons, being researched for Steffen. He has a lot of those now, and these things won't be able to do much, even with speed. And
he's trying to take down this pylon, but even even the pylon, he doesn't manage to get any real damage done to it.
Yeah, that was unfortunate, because the zealots, they still have not been hurt during this attack. So,
and we actually have a spire going up for Joshua.
Interesting. That's where all the gas was for. So he does have 500 gas right now. He's been saving, and yeah. So a spire does make sense here. However, he won't be able to make that much of the Mutalisks. He's gonna have like about 8 or so.
Well, at the moment, his cannons are only there to protect the front. Steffen has only 2 stalkers. Okay, he has 2 sentries as well, but they can be taken out pretty quickly by Mutalisk. And he's producing just Immortals at the moment and the Warp Prism. So, as it stands, it's a good chance for Joshua to do some damage, but I don't even think he would kill him at this point.
But Scatty or Steffen just scouted the spire and he warps in more stalkers. He was in with his observer, so he saw the spire and also we have an infestation pit actually, so he saw that one as well. And his response was to add in more stalkers immediately, which makes sense. So the warp prism just finished. You might see some harassment. We have 1 immortal. And the Twilight Council, this is probably for Blink here. Income. The income
it could be for Blink, it could also be just to make sure that his upgrades keep continuing. As he is already doing halfway through his 1-1.
On the income, like as Andre said, we basically have double the income for the Protoss player here, because basically he has two bases, so that makes sense against the only one. And we have the Mutalisks popping out, and we have the tech for the Hive tech actually. That's interesting. Hive tech on
One
one
base
base.
hive.
Yeah. It's an interesting strategy.
The War
And
Prison at the moment not doing very much.
will the
is
mutas
it
see it
gonna
though?
see
The
the
mutas? Yes, they will. Come on, get it!
Oh, yeah, they definitely saw him. That War Prison is gonna go down pretty fast.
Will it be able to
Probably
warp in
before
though?
you. No.
Oh no, too bad.
But yeah, Blink is already
That's
pretty
a little
close to finishing.
That's one little victory
Um,
for Joshua at least here.
There's also a Dark Shrine, which has to be mentioned, which always makes games very interesting.
Scary, scary. Dark Shrine. Do we have any detection yet? We don't have any detection at the moment for Joshua. Murmuta's popping out. Hive is finished. I'm curious to see what he will do with his hive tech. Muta's going in the economy, taking down the first couple of drones. But the stalkers
he gets
are on
one
the
drone
ball.
knife or two.
I think one or two, and one. Ooh, but he loses 3 mutas. Oh my god, he's losing all the mutas.
He really doesn't like that pylon, does he? He seems to be focusing all this kind of energy on it. Meanwhile, I think Steffen now senses that he should be vastly ahead, and he's going for the Doom push right now.
Oh yeah. Definitely. There goes the Imba Protoss army. And we have more mutas at home. As I said, the hive is finished. He doesn't have made too much use of the hive just yet. Might go for some broodlords. That would be cool right now. Say even if you manage to morph like 4 or 5 broodlords at this stage, you might be able to even almost defend the push. It's just that. Well, depends.
Yeah, it all depends on how the stalkers will be able to reach them.
Yeah.
And how quickly they fall as well.
And I think he does have blink, doesn't he? Yeah, should have.
Yeah.
The Lynx are getting an upgrade actually. The crackling upgrade basically. The evolved adrenal glands, which increase the attack speed by 20%. It's a pretty decent upgrade actually. Might help quite a lot in the battle.
Meanwhile, we have another Watson moving across the map. So maybe Steffen wants to do attack on 2 fronts with his army in the main, and then try and kill off as much as he can with his warp-in of maybe zealots.
Or DTs.
Or DTs, yeah, that's a good point.
However, yeah, this time it's not spotted by the Mutalisks, and it might do some decent damage. Or depends which way he chooses though to enter, because as is now he's gonna enter right where the Mutalisks are, and that's not gonna work out. Oh no, it's not spotted by the Mutalisks, and in come the DTs. Now the Mutalisks spot the War Prison, but it is too late.
Oh, he actually cancelled the 3rd DT that was spawning, unfortunately. Yeah.
All the mutas are dying, and these DTs...
I think the DTs alone might win the game now.
Well, he has to morph an overseer, like immediately. The Zerglings are streaming in, but they cannot see the DTs. That's not gonna work. He's going for the counter attack, but he's blocked at the ramp. 2 force fields.
Oh, but very nice force of Steffen there, just making sure that he gets basically no.
And
killed the Zerglings, I believe.
Down gone the last remaining Zerglings, and the DT are ravaging into the Zerg base. And this is mayhem. We have a few Mutalisks left, but they're afraid of joining the battle right now.
Yeah, they certainly are. Wouldn't want to get in there, that's for sure. They're like, alright guys, you're on your own. See you next week.